And welcome back to Talk of Alabama. We are in the kitchen with Chef P. She is busy today making some roasted pork tenderloin.
Yes.
And I see you cutting up the scallions now.
Right.
Are those scallions?
Yeah, or green onions, whichever you
Prefer to
call them. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So basically, with this roast tenderloin, this is great for like entertaining.
Okay.
So like for the holidays, if you wanted to throw something together and not do finger sandwiches or the typical appetizers,
Yeah.
This is really good. This is just a 1 pound tenderloin. I marinated it overnight in soy sauce, a dark sesame seed oil,
Okay.
and garlic. And I'm just going to put it in the oven for 35 minutes until
Okay.
it reaches 145 to 160,
Okay.
kind of medium to medium well.
I was going to say, with a pork tenderloin, are we supposed to cut it? Because I'm always afraid if I cut a piece of meat, then I'm going to let all the juices out, and then it's going to be dry. So should we just use a thermometer?
You can use a thermometer, but I just kind of know when I need to take it out.
Yeah.
But that's the best thing to do. You want your internal temp to get at least 145.
145 for
Yes.
pork?
For pork. Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
For this particular piece, you want it to be 145, and that's kind of medium.
Okay.
Some people prefer it more done. So
I was
you
gonna
can
say.
do the 160, 165. But really with this cut of meat, you don't want it to be tough and you don't want it to be dry. So it's actually done at 145.
Don't you remember that when we were growing up, you could never have pork pink, ever?
Absolutely not.
People were like, do not.
Even now, my mom's like, well, I want it medium and I wanted this. And I'm like, okay. And then when you give it to her, she's like, no, I want it well done. And I'm like, that's a big difference. Which
Yes.
is the end of the spectrum.
Because
but-
now they say you can actually eat pork a little bit pink.
You
so
can.
that's the difference from 20 years ago when they
can.
said not to. Now, this is a good meal because it's also budget friendly.
It is. Like I said, this was about $9 and this is just a pound.
Okay.
But when you slice it and set it out on a platter with some bread, some other appetizer, it goes a long way.
Okay.
So when you're serving something like this, keep in mind maybe 2 to 4 ounces per person.
Okay.
Okay?
2 to 4 ounces per person.
2 to 4 ounces per person. And so I'm going to add in some other appetizers and we're going to sit it on a platter and we're going to talk entertaining and gathering at home for the holidays.
Any good tips right now for viewers watching that are thinking about, should we have a Christmas party? Should we not? Should we have family or friends over? What would you say?
I suggest do whatever works for you, whatever is best for you. If you have a large family gathering or large family, a lot of people like potlucks. But, holiday parties at your jobs, everywhere, just, think sensible and whatever works for you.
We've had a long-standing dessert contest at ABC 3340.
Did not know.
A long-standing, I've never won it. I think I placed one year, maybe 7 or 8 years ago. And then every year since then I've tried,
Okay,
I lose every year.
We're going to win it next year. We'll win it next year.
Am I allowed to use help? Am I allowed to use some professional help
We'll
for
use
it?
it next year.
I know, it's hard because, you've got so many parties to attend this time of year, too. A lot of people are always wondering, what should we take? This would be a good option to take something.
This is a good option, and it's different. I mean, especially if you're doing a party after 6 p.m.
Yeah.
So this is one of those things that is filling. So people have a tendency to eat less when it's filling.
Are you going to put the onions on top of that, or is
I'm
that separate?
actually going to make a salsa. This is going in the oven, and we're just going to
Okay.
let it cook as is. I'm going to actually go in and make a little bit more of the marinade and add in some brown sugar.
Okay.
And about halfway through, I'm going to coat this over,
Okay.
put it back in, and then this is going in the salsa, which will include cherries, scallions, cilantro, and lime.
That's an interesting combination.
It is, but it all works. So remember, when you're dealing with pork, sweet fruits work really well, complement.
So cherries.
Cherries, apples, pears,
Okay.
anything of that, plums.
Okay, got you. And if you do not want to make your own meal, Chef P caters. So it might be just a good opportunity just to call her. And,
Yeah. Just let me know, let us know.
and let her know so you're not stressing out. Especially, I feel like it's sometimes a little bit harder if you've got little kids running around because it's hard to, because you want
Manage
to spend
that
the
time.
holidays, you want to make those memories with the little people, and then you don't want to be spending all your time in the kitchen.
Well, the good thing about what I'm preparing today, everything is going in the oven. So
Nice.
between prep and setup, hour and 15 minutes, and you're done.
Very nice.
You're done.
Okay, Chef P, we like that. Quick and fast.
Yes.
Thank you. We'll be back in a few minutes.
Okay, thanks.
Stay tuned for more Talk of Alabama. You are watching ABC 3340. We are back in a moment. It's December and the lights are on.